You want to make the playoffs and you want to represent your city and your club.
It's a goal Jeb Brovsky and the New York City Football Club won't be achieving this season.
You still have a job to do with the season coming to an end.
The 8-month-long journey didn't quite live up to expectations, especially with some high-priced marquee guys on the roster.
There's always growing pains in this league. With any expansion club, there's always going to be growing pains. And with new guys coming in the middle of the season, it's bound to happen. It's a great foundation for where we're going, and you know, it can only go up from here.
This defender started most games at the beginning of the season, but hasn't played in a match since June. His contributions, though, haven't gone unnoticed.
I've hopefully given my teammates some energy and some passion and fight every day, and I hope they can look at me as a guy they can rely on day in and day out, just to be consistent and be a hard worker.
An attitude and appreciation sparked by a childhood tragedy.
Two young men apparently dressed in long black trench coats opened fire.
I certainly remember every second of that day, it seems like. Daniel Mauser was my neighbor, and it really just shook the community. It really shook me as a young person to see a tragedy hit so close to home. And it really reminds you in life that, you know, you are not invincible.
From there, he knew he wanted to make a difference. And while studying business management and international peace studies at Notre Dame, that way to make a difference came to him.
So Peace Pandemic was the culmination of my two passions, soccer and nonviolence. And it originally started as just teaching kids about nonviolence after we played. But my wife and I went to India in 2011. What really touched me was how the women were marginalized and the girls were marginalized. And so we came back from that trip and we really wanted to narrow our focus on violence against women, both structurally and physical.
Brovsky's also using soccer to help combat another crisis as a U.S. ambassador for the Homeless World Cup.
They'll practice, they'll train, they'll fly out to the World Cup, they'll compete for their country. And it's amazing to see some of the changes that some of these people go through.
His partner and biggest supporter through it all, his wife, Caitlin.
We knew each other since the 5th grade. She did write in my yearbook that I was cute, so I think it was made from then on.
The two are now taking on a new adventure together, parenthood.
We just had little angel, Leif Patrick Brovsky. He's the best thing that happened to us.
Other side.
NYCFC has 2 more games left this season, with the final match October 25th at Yankee Stadium.
We want to end on a good note and give something for the fans to remember.
And speaking of something the fans can't forget, his mustache.
It's funny, no one recognized me. I honestly walked right through the crowd the day after I did it at Yankee Stadium, and no one knew who I was.